Hey guys, Crystal Brady here, your expert in all things real estate. In this video, I want to talk about the top 3 mistakes that I see a lot of my buyers making right now in this current market. So as we all know, it's very much a seller's market, and I think by now most buyers have realized that. So I have to say that most of the time when a buyer comes to me ready to make that purchase, they've already heard about the low inventory, the multiple offers, which is great because in the past I was battling buyers believing that to be a fact. Now I think it's pretty common knowledge, everybody knows. So we're off to a better start than we were a year or two ago in our market when we were still having multiples and these things, but I'm still seeing buyers make some of the same mistakes. So let's dive in. The first mistake that a lot of buyers are making right now is they're not listening to their real estate agent when it's time to make an offer in terms of taking their realtor's advice on how they should structure the offer and what type of offer they should make to be competitive. So a lot of buyers have their own ideas of maybe how much over asking they should go or how they should write the offer. And I'm advising you strongly to lean on a professional. There's a reason you hired a real estate agent. We have our boots on the ground and we know how to write a competitive offer. We have been in the trenches. We have been experiencing lots of multiple offer scenarios, winning bidding wars with other clients. So this is the time to listen to your real estate agent. A lot of times buyers don't really want to go as high as they need to go or use certain addendums or clauses that would probably benefit them. So the sooner you realize you should be listening to your real estate agent and taking their advice when it's time to write an offer, the faster you're going to win a bidding war. So that's my first big mistake I'm seeing a lot of buyers make right now. The second big mistake a lot of buyers are making in this market is they're not willing to compromise. Unfortunately, compromise is probably going to be necessary for a majority of buyers. If you have a limited budget, you're going to have to try to find a house that fits in that budget that will also enable you to write a competitive offer. Some buyers are still wanting things that just simply don't exist. They're saying they want a certain price home with a certain number of bedrooms in a certain area, and that house doesn't exist unless they're willing to pay $100,000 or $200,000 more. Unfortunately, this is sort of where we've landed. So I think it's really important for buyers to remain open-minded and be willing to compromise a little bit. You might have to start a little bit smaller, do more of a starter home. You may not be able to go for the end-all be-all with your current budget unless you're really willing to spend a lot more than you originally planned. So keep that in mind. Prices are going to continue to go up. You can leverage your equity later, move into another property at a later date when you have more money and you can afford a higher payment. And also maybe once you've sold that first house and hopefully made a really healthy profit. So think of it like a starter home, compromise, be willing to bend a little bit to get you into a house. Because hey, getting you into a starter home is probably still better than living in that really small apartment and paying crazy high rents that are going to keep increasing every year. So try to keep that in mind, be willing to bend a little. The last mistake that I want to talk about that a lot of buyers are making right now is after all these things have happened, they might get into a couple bidding wars. They might start to feel frustrated. And then they say, well, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait until the market cools off and we'll just regroup and do this later. That's probably a really big mistake. I have buyers the last 1, 2, 3 years that have said that very thing, that no longer can afford a home because prices have gone up so much and they are still renting. Don't be that person. Waiting is probably not going to do you any good. We are the #1 market in the United States in the greater Tampa Bay area, and we are expected to see about 24.6% increase in value just this year in 2022. So this is not the time to wait and sit on the sidelines while your rent continues to go up. You need to get out there, make those competitive offers, try to land yourself something now before the prices continue to go up even further. Waiting is not your friend. All right, those are my 3 big mistakes I'm seeing from buyers right now. Don't be one of those buyers. If you are looking to buy, please give me a call or send me a message. I would love to help you.